Happy Friday and Merry Christmas. December 26, 2025, and it is time for the noon nugget. I'm wondering how you feel during the holidays. Are you one that is joyous and happy and ready to celebrate, or are the holidays a hard time for you? I have many in my life that it can be a hard time. Financial struggles, a loss of a loved one, rebellious kids, and just loneliness. People don't have a family. And a lot of times in those cases too, sometimes they don't know the Lord. They don't know the arrival of Jesus. And, already. So today I want to talk about how do we get out of those moods? How do we get out of that depression, that anxiousness? Psalm 145 is amazing. We go through it twice a year, and it always seems to pertain to the reading. You know, we're reading in Zechariah, and we're reading in Revelation, and Proverbs 30, so we're winding down the year. And on June 27th of this year, we also talked about we read Psalm 145. I had the new nugget that day. I did not talk about that. But I know that Psalm 145 is a praise that can be said over and over and over until you believe it, until you feel it. I'm Cassie with Dream Big Today. And how do you get yourselves out of a depression? Even when losing someone, even in financial. I wanted to specifically talk about the verse 14. The Lord helps the fallen and lift those bent beneath their loads. We were never meant to carry more than we could handle. Jesus died. He came. He died for that. God is there for that. He's slow to anger in 145 for that. He gives us chance after chance after chance. He is gracious to all who call on him, to all who fear him, to all who acknowledge him, to all who walk with him, to all who ask him. And sometimes our human brain can't get into it. Our heart's not into it. Your soul is always craving him. Whether you know it or not, we try to fill it. So Ecclesiastes 3:11, I talk about he created a hole in our hearts for him. It's a void for him. So if you always walk around in life trying to fill that void with something other than him, it will always feel empty. And so many can become, fall into very bad habits because they're trying to fill that hole. Whether it's money, or praise, or items, or chemicals. Think of our body as a cup. And when it's full, it's full. Overflowing with praise, overflowing with blessing is good. But we were not meant to carry any more burden than our cup will hold. God is there in those times. You know what I think of? I think of your to-do list, especially during the holidays, because we'll go to bed saying, oh, I didn't get this done. I didn't get that done. But what if you were thankful for the things you did get done? I know with our holidays this year, I did not start early enough and I felt the pressure a little bit. And Paul kept reminding me, remember to enjoy the day. Remember to be grateful and thankful. Remember to take it one line at a time. Just like in sorting a house or in unpacking, one box at a time, one corner at a time, one cluttered drawer at a time. Our burdens were never meant to overload our life. That's why he says, cast your cares on him. When we can release some things, a lot of times our moods will change. And sometimes you have to say something over and over and over out loud before you feel it. In our culture, an exclamation mark is louder. But in the Hebrew culture, when it is repeated, it is an exclamation. And when you say it, that's why it's sometimes good, good, good. When you say it over and over and over, your brain starts to register what these words mean. Just camp there for a second. Just dwell in that spot. Psalm 145, 1 through 21. If you read it over and over, it can change your life. And sometimes we need to read it every day of December, every day of November. This is a good one to learn because it's all about God's goodness, His loving kindness, His mercy and His grace for those who call on Him, for all of His creation. Another thing I wanted to say about that is in somebody who kind of studies behaviors, when your brain knows that you're smiling, it doesn't care why. It doesn't care that it's a happy thing or that you're frustrated and you're just being facetious or just smiling. When those muscles are detected by the brain, it releases dopamine. That's a feel-good hormone, and we don't get enough of it because we're under a lot of burden. So I hope that you're one that can relax, relate, and release. Let go of what doesn't concern you. Let go of the loved one. Keep the memories close, right? But try really hard to let go of the sadness or grow around it. You don't have to get rid of it. You could grieve for as long as you want. Don't let it change your love for God. I think it's so funny not funny, it's sad. When people do not acknowledge God in the good times, do not acknowledge Jesus dying for them, yet they should fix everything in your life that's going wrong. That's not how it works. For all who call on Him, ask Him to create a new heart in you. Ask Him to lift the sadness. Fill the hole with Him. Fill the void with Him. And that's what Psalm 145 is all about for me. Praying your cup overflows with blessings and joy, not burden and sadness. Great. That's it for today. Pray that you know that you are loved and you are never alone, and that you go be a blessing this weekend. Paul and I will be here, Lord willing, in the morning. That is our plan. And we're excited to talk with you about Zechariah, Revelation, another psalm, and a proverb. Enjoy your day and look forward to a new year. Give it to Him. Lay it at His feet and see how 2026 can get better. You are loved. Bye.